everyone, Draco Magnius here for another episode of Let's Play The Last Door. In the last episode, we came to Éilís Mór, looked it up, that's how it's pronounced, where supposedly the Cronmedian is, which may help us continue our search into finding our way past the Veil. In this episode, we were also instructed to talk to Miss Foster, so that's what we're going to do. She's right over there. But first, I accidentally clicked this trash can while setting up, so... A trash bin filled with papers. There's a drawing on one. Yoink! Oh cool, a dragon. It is a child's drawing. There seems to be a village, a lake, and some sort of creature. Dude, that's clearly a dragon. It's breathing fire, it's got bat-like wings. It's a dragon, come on. That's a hole. There's a village, there's the lake. I accidentally clicked on Audacity without meaning to. I will take this drawing. It is now my drawing. They'll dance around the burrow. Around the burrow they'll sing. It's cold inside as winter. Don't get too close. Don't get too close, or else they'll pull you in. There's some kind of nursery rhyme or something. Hello, Miss Foster. Good evening. To what do I owe the pleasure? I'm a busy woman, as you can see. My name is Dr. Wakefield. I've come to Éilís Mór to rest for a while. Lord Donnán said I might find you here. Have you met Lord Donnán? It has been so long since I've last seen him here in the village. I hope he's well. Oh, god damn it. Well, I don't know how the fuck that's supposed to be pronounced, so here's the wrong way. Sed Melefalte. Dr. Wakefield, welcome to Éilís Mór. How about, what do you know about Lord Donovan? Or Donnán, not Donovan, Donnán. So, you've not seen Lord Donnán lately? As far as I know, no one has seen him since, well, it's been a few weeks. Now that the festival has started, maybe he'll be motivated to join us in the village. What happened? Did something happen a few weeks ago? Oh, sure, it was truly terrible. Kieran, his only child, disappeared without a trace. He went off to play in the hills and just vanished. No one has seen him since. Good lord. And you say he's not been found yet? How is that possible? I mean, he could have fallen into the big old hole. I don't know if there's a way to get down there. I mean, I suppose with enough ropes, maybe make a really big ladder. I don't know. We all searched the island, but he was nowhere to be found. Or he got kidnapped. That's a possibility, I suppose. Tell me about Kieran. I'm more curious about this than the Festival of Reunion right now. I mean, a child has gone missing, apparently. What can you tell me about Kieran's disappearance? Also, you know, this might play into what we're actually doing. Just that he was a restless child who loved exploring deserted areas. You might learn more from his classmates. His desk was in the back corner. Okay, what about this festival reunion now that we've gotten that out of the way? What can you tell me about this curious festival? Well, it takes place when the constellation Reunion is visible in the sky. On those nights, dark things and spirits ride the winds that travel across the hills. As you may have already seen, at sunset the villagers don masks. They do this so that the spirits will not know them or carry them away to the depths of the underground caves. Neat. People at the graveyard. There was a group of masked people at the graveyard. Was that part of the festival? Yes, it was one of the first rites of the reunion. A very important one. As I said, people dress up to protect themselves from those that will come. But this is not enough. Since the mirrors they have looked into while changing know their identities, they bury them next to the old fernog. The roots of this tree grow in both worlds at the same time, so the witness mirror is safe. The witness mirror is safe. Huh. Éilís Mór's traditions. Lord Donnán said you're an expert on the island's folklore. He said that, did he? Well, I wouldn't call myself an expert now, but I've lived here in Éilís Mór longer than most, and I've heard my fair share of stories about the other side and its people. How about, do you know anything about the Cronmedian? Might I ask you a question, Miss Foster? I mean, I've been asking you questions, so I don't know why she'd suddenly go, no more questions! Good day, sir! Yes, of course. Do you know the meaning of the word Cronmedian? Yes. It's a very unusual word. Very much indeed. The Cronmedian is the sanctuary of the Crooked One. It's a cursed place, the dwelling of the devil. I recall it from the tales that I heard as a child. Of course, our elders only made up those tales to scare us and protect us from harm. Sure they did. Sure they did. Please tell me the story. Would you tell me the story of the Cronmedian? I keep wanting to call it Meridian, and I don't know why. Alright. There's a hole in the ground up in the hills. It's not too far from the village. A hole so dark and deep, you'd not see the end. Oh yeah, I already looked at that. Folks around here believe that there lies an old serpent at its depths, ravenous for flesh, the Crooked One. Long ago, our ancestors threw livestock into the pit in the hope of placating the Crooked One's hunger. Though that tradition has not been practiced for some time, so perhaps it would be best he did not approach the hole. What, do you think there's a giant snake down there? Then again, from what I've seen so far in this game, you know what, I think I'm going to avoid that hole. Unless I have, like, I don't know, a goat or something to throw down there. It is said that the last heir of the Ladesind once defeated the Crooked One by approaching the rim with an iron amulet in her hand. It is general knowledge that beings from the other sides detest iron, so the cursing and shouting of the young Ladesind received no immediate answer. They detest iron. So they're fairies, and the other side, air quotes, is the Feywild then? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, anyone who knows Irish lore. I only know the Feywild due to Dungeons and Dragons. I don't think that's the proper name for it. Anywho. But I'm pretty sure Fey creatures slash fairies slash the fairer folk and whatever other names they have, because I know they have a bunch, don't like iron. But a few nights later, the Ladesind house was consumed in a horrific blaze, putting an end to the old family. Huh. Well, I must go. I must leave now. It has been a pleasure. The pleasure was mine. Enjoy your time on Éilís Mór. I will. It's the back corner, huh? A paper with black circles painted on it. Oh, well, I already looked at this. Is there any other desk I can interact with? No, that was his. Okay. Let me just, Boop! Huh. Oh! Okay. So this is just the back door to the school. I gotcha. Wait. No, wait, I already looked at that, didn't I? Didn't look at this picture, though. A picture of a slender woman, apparently a goddess, wearing a black dress and having a murder of crows around her. It is signed with the name Badbakatha. Sure. But, again, I accidentally clicked on Audacity. Maybe I should move... Well, if I move it too far away, it'll cover something else, and then I'll click that, so... So, you guys still hanging around, huh? Not gonna bury any more mirrors? That was the only one? Well, you enjoy your ritual, I guess. I guess I'll go talk to the children I met on the hill. Show them this picture, maybe. Still locked. I mean, I should have figured. I could also go to the adults and show them the picture, but I don't know. All the villagers are gone. Oh, well, yeah, they were at the graveyard. Huh. Dude left, but there's a bottle here. I will take. A bottle is floating on the water. It's caught in the seaweed, just out of reach. I think there's something inside. Oh, it's just out of my reach, huh? Bottle is just too far to catch from here. And I guess I don't want to hop in the water. Might get my clothes wet. And I don't know how cold it is right now. It could be freezing, and you don't want to be wet in the cold, so... I mean, I respect his decision not to go in there. Huh, someone left their window wide open. 2 people left their windows wide open. Did I go this way, or was it the other way? Ah. And now we're back to here. Well, let's head on to the map. The hills. Children should still be there, yeah? Maybe I should try going, towards, what's it called? Hey kid, you recognize this drawing? Kid doesn't seem interested. Hey kid, you were more talkative. Do you know this drawing? I found this drawing at the school. Is it yours? That? No, Kieran painted it a long time ago. The drawing is Kieran's? There could be a clue here as to his whereabouts. What's this? That's the burrow of the hill. That one up there. But you can't get too close. The crooked one sleeps at the bottom. Okay. What about these buildings? Don't know. Never seen them before. Okay. Can't look at the lake. Is this the village? Yes, and the fernog tree in the graveyard. That tree gives me the chills on these nights. On reunion, they got them little lanterns on it. And they look like evil eyes. Staring into you. Okay, can't look at that. What's this? That's the crooked one. The crooked one is a dragon. I thought they said serpent, but clearly it's a dragon. They say the villagers defied it, and the next day her house was burned to the ground. They say it was the crooked one paying her back. That's the house where Kieran found the treasure. Do you know how to get there? Sure, it's easy. Solitary house. Nice. Thanks, kid. You've been a fount of knowledge. I'm gonna go stare at a hole that I probably shouldn't, but I'm doing it anyway. Yep, still a hole. A huge hole lies in front of me, an ominous, chilling draft issued from within that sends shivers down my spine. It makes me very uneasy. To a superstitious mind, it might seem like a passage to another world. Oh, just the same thing. I thought he'd mentioned something, considering the fact that we got more intel on it, but I guess not. Are you chatty or no? Because you weren't chatty before. Excuse me. Okay, you're a mute. That's fine. Didn't want to hear from you about anything anyway. A broken old fence. Nothing you can do about that, huh? To the solitary house, then. A wicker statue sporting a pair of animal horns. The twigs look fresh. Okay. Neat. Well, they got Burning Man out here or something? Never been, but all I know is there's a giant wicker man and you set him on fire. The house is falling apart. I must tread with care. Indeed. But let's not go there because I want to see if there was anything over here. There is not. Oh, wait. This must be the house that child was telling me about. Kieran was here just before his disappearance. Yes? A mailbox. Ooh, let's steal some mail. The envelope is very old. It is stamped returned. There's a letter inside. Yoink! My dear cousin, I'm doing poorly. I would ask that you not call upon me here at Éilís Mór. Not now, nor ever again. Please keep grandmother's ring. I believe she would have wanted you to have it. Yours faithfully, Brigid. There's something else in the envelope. Is it a ring? Is it a ring? Yes! An iron ring. I should hang that above the pit that makes the thing angry. Let's piss off some fairy creature. But it's probably a dragon. I think that is a good plan. Nothing says good and fun times like pissing off dragons. A metal trapdoor. Seems to lead to some sort of basement. Hooray! Into the basement of the dilapidated house. Again, great plan. Nothing could go poorly here. I think this basement might have once housed a library. It looks like it was not burned as badly as the rest of the house. Even so, little here remains intact. Well, I mean, duh, it's underground. Of course, if the house gets set on fire, the basement's not going to be too damaged. A common carpenter's brace. A tool like this would be used for drilling holes into wood. I'll take that. This could be useful later. And that means it will, in fact, be useful later. The remains of books scorched by the fire. Most of the pages are ashy or blackened, so the text is illegible. Okay, so probably nothing I need to do with that. This table has been upended. Someone must have lost at a game or something and they flipped the table. That's fair. An ornate chest. Its inside untouched by the fire. It was probably opened long after the inferno died down. There's a diary inside. Yes! It is signed Brigid Lacend. Several pages towards the end are missing. August 7th, 1801. Words cannot express the gratitude that I feel for Aunt Marie's bequest. May her dear soul rest in peace. This house is just what I needed to still my nerves after the exhausting pace of life in Dublin. The 10th of September, 10th of September, 1801. I would not have thought to find such a remarkable library hidden away in the basement. It includes several magnificent tomes on the most picturesque customs of our land. 23rd of September, 1801. I found Aunt Marie's diaries next to an old iron disc, but the contents of the diaries were appalling. What could have happened to that dear old Marie would... What could have happened that dear old Marie would write such things? The damnable place she speaks of. I must know if it really exists. I am resolved to investigate our family's crypt. It would be prudent to wait until dusk before traveling to the Northern Cape, so as to not be seen. 23rd of September, 1801. The Abbey was in such a state of decay that it was nearly impossible to find the mural painting in the dark. Fortunately, a dim light happened to shine through a gap in the wall, illuminating the face of the sentinel. I believe Aunt Marie's iron disc is needed to open the secret passage. 10th of October, 1801. Is this the legacy of Lacend? I can stand to bear it no longer. Fire will put an end to this blasphemy and clean the land of our family's curse. And should the fire prove insufficient, may this testimony serve as a warning. Neat. Miss Lacend must have found something abhorrent in her family's crypt. If I could find out what it was, I may learn more about the Cron Midian. My intuition tells me that I must act tonight, or else it will be too late. Okay. The old Abbey is next. Good, I thought it was weird there was no music. What else is down here before we go there? Looks like some sort of makeshift bed. Was Kieran sleeping in this terrible, lonely place? Okay, that's all you have to say about that? What about this hole? This side of the basement seems to have collapsed during the fire. Okay, well, that seems to be everything of note down here. Let us go to the crypt, then. Oh. Huh. By the way, I think there's an achievement with these things. I think there's like 4 of them around. I don't know where they are, but I know there's 4 of them. The wicker statue is burning. Who did this? I mean, clearly someone who wants to bring Burning Man to Éilís Mór. They want to do it in front of a house that was already set on fire. For reasons, I guess. Oh, look, another Burning Man. The wicker statue stands like a still guard. Its presence makes me uncomfortable, as though I have trespassed on forbidden ground. Well, fuck you, Wicker Man. I go where I want. I have some eldritch abominations to gawk at. This must be the old abbey that Brigid Lacend described in her diary. Could the Cron Midian be here? Brigid mentioned a dim light, but I only see darkness. Well, I mean, there's a lighthouse in the distance. Maybe it has something to do with that. Maybe I need a torch or something. Nah, it's probably the lighthouse. Oh. The dome appears to be Roman in origin. It is in better condition than the other ruins. Indeed. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything of note here that I can get to right now. So I guess we'll be heading back here once we have the things we need. Oh, you're still around. Thought you'd be set on fire, but maybe I have to wait for you to set on fire. That's fine. I can wait. So where are we going now? We've already been to the solitary house. I can't go to this lighthouse. I go to the hills and try hovering a ring over a pit and seeing what a bad idea that probably is. Don't know what this cog does yet, or this brace. Or what one would even use the brace for. It's a drawing of some kind of spiked circle. Is it the sun or something else? Huh. A group of jagged rocks. Okay, well, that was insightful. What if I did this? Oh, what if I looked at it first and then did that? Place appears to be the remnants of an ancient temple to some unknown deity. Nope, can't do it. Alright. Hey! Hey, crooked one! I've got an iron ring, and I'm hovering it over your hole, and there's nothing you can do about it. Ha ha ha! Alright, enough taunting the dragon. If I kept doing that, I'd probably get this place devoured or something. The child that I spoke with earlier seems to have left his mask here. There's a ribbon hanging from it. Yoink. I will take both, or not. Well, goodbye, ribbon. Left his mask here, the ribbon has flown away. But I want the mask! Fine. I'll chase after some stupid ribbon instead of the mask. Which I should be chasing after. Oh. This is the ribbon that was hanging from the mask. Let's pick it up then. Or not. Alice followed a rabbit. I follow a fucking ribbon. I may be able to drill a hole in the barrel using this brace. Ah! Barrel is filled with oil. And my brace is gone, so... Alright, I'm probably going to need a tap or something, and then a container to put it in. If I had to hazard a guess. Well, this is an area I haven't yet to see. I can see a lighthouse in the distance. And we did it! We've uncovered everything that's on this island. That I'm aware of. At this moment in time. I mean, at least I think that would be what it is. I grab the stupid ribbon now. That is the ribbon that was snatched by the wind. And I grab it now. Yoink! Red ribbon. I think it was part of a child's mask that was left behind in the hills. Okay. I'm sure this ribbon will come in handy for something. I wonder. Nah, it was worth a shot. Thought I'd maybe like hang the ribbon or hang the ring on the ribbon and do something with that, but I guess that's not a thing. Oh well, c'est la vie. I am curious if I can reattach it to the mask or if that's what it wants. Probably not, but I will keep the ribbon. Okay, geez. Didn't know you liked ribbons so much, Wakefield. I don't know why I don't just call him John. Maybe it's because Persona 5 has me conditioned to say people's last names instead of their first names. I could believe that. Lighthouse seems to be, off. Oh, hey, another Wicker Man. So that's 3 we found. What a ghastly custom. This Wicker Man is in the shape of a hangman. Indeed. This tree looks like it has been dead for a long time. Probably. Hello? Anybody home? No one is answering. I'll try one more time. Nothing? Alright, fine. Let's just sneak in, I guess. Well, it's not sneaking in. I'm going up these stairs and seeing what is there. It is only fair. A wide copper pipe runs from the tower to the ground. It is covered in salt and seaweed, and probably a really bad idea to climb. Someone is inside! Maybe I could get some kind of noise to attract their attention. Hey! Fucker. Sounds like I attracted someone's attention downstairs. I do not need to make more noise, but what if I wanted to? Did you think about that, John? Oh wait, the door's just open. They didn't bother to... Wait, what was that? A strong-built lighthouse. It looks like it's in very good condition, despite thousands of storms that it must have withstood. Well, they probably take good care of it. I mean, that's what I'd imagine. Hey. You watching a fire? That's cool. I mean, I don't think TV has been invented yet in this century at all. I mean, you could be reading a book. Books exist. I could be wrong, but I think the radio might exist. But no, you just sitting here enjoying your fire, I guess. A drip of water. Left unchecked, it has ruined the mantle and collected into a small pool. A few logs and cords of firewood. Oh, and I can't grab that, can I? Nope. Well, at least he let me in. The small stove hardly manages to warm such a spacious room. Oh, maybe that's why he's sitting there, because he's fucking cold. Good evening. Would you happen to be the lighthouse keeper? My name is Wakefield. A stranger? And what would he want from me? I'm visiting the island. I'm a visitor to Éilís Mór. This lighthouse caught my eye. And since it's dark, you thought it'd be abandoned? Well, it's not. Even though I can barely see a thing, this is my house. Why is the lamp not lit? Is it not dangerous for the ships? Do not let it concern you. Many years ago, the sea lanes were altered to avoid this coast. Now it is rare indeed to see a ship in these waters. After the accident, the lighthouse was never repaired. Was there a failure in the mechanism? Precisely that. One stormy afternoon, I suddenly heard a strong noise in the light room. The clockwork mechanism stopped working and the lamp was off. I had never seen a failure like that. I couldn't get the lighthouse working again. An accident? You say you had an accident. What happened? I was checking the lenses because the failure looked so very strange, and I was worried. All of a sudden, the light must have turned on and I was blinded and can see nothing but fleeting shapes ever since. Dude, that sucks. And the lamp has not been fixed since? Has nobody else tried to fix the lamp since? No one in the village is interested. For them, the more isolated Éilís Mór is, the better. They do not care about ships or accidents, especially Lord Donnán. He sees anything coming from outside of the island as a threat, then why is everyone so hospitable? That doesn't really make sense. I see. I understand. Kieran's disappearance. Do you know anything about the disappearance of Lord Donnán's son? A tragedy it was. A strange one, but a tragedy nonetheless. His disappearance was strange? What was so strange about Kieran's disappearance? I just find it a bit suspicious that it happened so close to the reunion. It's too easy to be keeping secrets during the festival, being how everyone's afraid of leaving the village those nights. What do you mean? Look, folks here are too gullible. They'll do anything to protect themselves from their strange fears. They'll not eat corn, nor drink milk, or they'll dig graves for their mirrors. And of course, they'll avoid standing near a fernog too long because those Because, though the fiends cannot touch the tree, they're attracted to the smell of its resin. But surely it's all nonsense. Look, it's really easy to prove it all wrong. Just don't follow the rituals. You're a stranger to our ways. But have you seen any of the things I mentioned? No, not at all. Well, I did see a group of people in the village burying mirrors. Well, I saw that, yeah, but none of the things that they're afraid of. Exactly! What do you think would happen if you unburied those mirrors? A band of goblins would come out of the marshes and steal them? Nothing but nonsense. What of Kieran's disappearance? What of Kieran's disappearance, then? Well, I'll admit I'm not sure what happened to the boy. But one thing I am sure of. This festival of reunion is nothing but a farce. And it would be just so easy to prove it. Okay. I would like to visit the light room anyway. Might I go upstairs and see the light room, even though the lamp is off? I should like to take a view of the surrounding countryside. Well, I do not think you'll see anything really, but if you're so interested, yes, I guess you may. Well, thank you. I must go and check out this lighthouse. Thank you for the pleasant conversation. I must go. Well, see you, friendo. I should like to visit the light room now, if I may. Yes, you already have my permission. You enjoy your fire, then. I don't think we ever got his name. Alright, what's going on here? It looks like the lighthouse's electric lamp battery slot, rather. Okay. It looks like the lamp is lit by some sort of electrical switch. However, its battery is flat. Perhaps I can find a way to recharge the battery. Maybe. I don't know how these stupid batteries work. The clockwork mechanism that caused the lamp's reflector to spin. However, I think that something is missing. We could do with some oiling as well. Oh, well, I know where I can find oil. And let's put this cog in. The cog was the missing piece of the mechanism. I've replaced it. However, the mechanism is still too rusty to move. Well, we'll need to get some of that oil then. The lighthouse lamp, surrounded by 8 large lenses. It's off. Okie doke. So I need a container for the oil. I need to find some way to recharge this battery. And, I guess that would be that. Alright, so we have a game plan now. But with that, I think we're going to end this episode here. In the next one, I guess we'll try and repair this lighthouse. So that we can get into the crypt that's at the Abbey that's destroyed. See you guys then.